Hey everyone, welcome to this space. Sorry for the delay. I know that we stopped at Virgo, but again, life happens. And there are times where I just need a little bit of a break. But we're going to go ahead and start off with, we're going to finish up the zodiac readings, and we're going to start off with Libra. We're going to start off with Libra. Libra, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are enjoying this year so far. This is not really like a monthly reading. It can be. You can take it for this month. You can take it for next month. You can use it for this week, next week. You can use it as a daily reading or just any given time in 2026. Okay, so I wouldn't call it like a yearly reading or anything because we've already done that, but it's just spiritual messages for now, encouraging messages for now, things that you need to know now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in, you guys, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And also for those of you who have Libra or Venus in your first house. Your first house can definitely change over time, but it's all about how, your identity as an individual on this planet. So I do recommend that you do check out your first house if you're able to. But if not, and you're just here for your sun sign or your rising or your moon sign or your Venus, depending on what kind of messages you're trying to listen to. If it's relationships, you're more than likely going to listen to your Venus, but usually everything in this planet is about relationships with yourself, relationships with your guardians and protectors in the spirit realm, relationships with your ancestors, friends, family members, co-workers, relationships with the plants and the animals around you, your relationship with your work that you do, your relationship with your body. So it really depends. But anyway, Libra, whatever you're listening for in your natal chart, these messages pertain to that. Okay. Interesting. This card wanted to flip out for you, Libra, for your spiritual messages. And it says great mystery, trust. So, oh, that is blocking the camera. I'm sorry about that, you guys. There we go. So you received the great mystery. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, guardians and protectors. We thank you. Your cards are flipping out today. So what I'm seeing here, Libra, sorry for the pause. There's something here about Leo energy that I'm getting for you. So there are some of you, you have a Leo in your life specifically that this, pertains to, or a Leo that is coming into your life. But these messages are not really about other people. These messages are about you. So there are those of you where you have a lot of Leo in your chart, or you have a placement of Leo that is very prominent. Because you also have East, emergence, and the sun, you have the sun is rising here. And you have a lion here for the great mystery. So I'm just getting, but then also you have the butterfly. I look at that as Scorpio. I also look at that as Taurus energy. Okay, so is birth, rebirth, right? So whenever and however this pertains to your life right now, there may be the need for sunlight, solar energy. You need to travel someplace, or you are going to travel. You're planning to travel someplace. You're destined. When I say destined, I mean you have chosen that path. Like that is something that you have set out for yourself. You want to travel. You've been praying for this. Not anywhere. You want to travel someplace where the sun shines more frequently than other places, where it's warm, right? Where plants, flowers, vegetation, fruit trees. You know, you want there to be almost like tropical in a way, like, you know, where there is resources that are abundant in these places. I'm not saying you necessarily have to live there, but these are places that you might want to travel to and experience. And some of you guys, maybe this may turn into a actual permanent move, you know, a permanent residence, whether it be another state or another country altogether. Others of you, once again, this is about Leo energy in your chart. Again, these readings are not necessarily about other people and, you know, relationships necessarily, but, you know, there could be other people in your life that bring this sunshine energy into your life that is helping you emerge out of the shadows and for you to rise from the ashes, you know, to come out and trust the process. Okay. You have to trust the process here. You're not going to have all of the answers. I don't know who needs to hear that, but you're not going to have all the answers here. Whatever questions you have, yes, you will get some answers, but you're not going to get all the answers. You just have to move forward in faith that what you've prayed for has already been answered. It's already been listened to. It has not fallen on deaf ears here. Okay, Libra? It has not fallen on deaf ears. You have come so far already. You have grown. If you really stop and think about it and you sit and ponder, look at old pictures of yourself even. Look at who you were and look at who you are now. You're not the same person that you were, especially seeing the butterfly here. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. You're not the same person that you were yesterday. You're not the same person that you were last month, last week, last year, whatever. Change is inevitable, and you either are going to move with that change or not. Okay. Take it moment by moment. Yep. It's a new day. It's a new hour, whatever, right? Slow movement. Even though we're in the year of the fire horse, yes, things are moving quickly, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to move quickly and rush things. It just means that whatever the spirit horse has in store for us, we just have to embrace it and whenever it presents itself, right? This is not the year or the time to allow anyone to rush you into anything right now. You know, let your spirit do that. Let your guides do that. Let the spirit of the fire horse do that for you. Okay, let them give you the green light. Bottom of the deck, you have breathe fresh air. So some of you guys, once again, you guys are going someplace where the air is really clean, or it's cleaner than where you live. Maybe you're going on a vacation, it's closer to the ocean. Okay. You need to be outside overall. If this is not a vacation or you moving, it's nothing big like that, like any big event in your life. This is just you needing to go outside. You need to go get some sunlight, Libra. The sun is important to our existence. Every single individual creature, plant, animal, it is essential to our existence. Okay? So go outside. You need to go get some sunlight. I'm going to pull one more oracle message and then we're going to pull from the tarot. Let's see. So if there are those of you who are indoors a lot, or you just feel really lazy, or you just really don't want to be bothered, you know, that could really be an energy that's dragging you. Maybe you feel like you're dragging yourself. Like, pick yourself up, okay? Turn on some music that can kind of wake your mind up. Turn on some sounds. I know that's something that I do, okay? Especially for those of you who have a lot of Leo in your chart, you may want to lounge a lot of the time. You're not really trying to go outside. You're not really trying to do anything. You know, sometimes you just want to be a lounger. You just want to lounge. You don't want to, you're just tired. You know, maybe you just have a lot on your plate or you have a lot on your mind and you just want to sleep it off. That's understandable. But it's not bad to, you know, maybe have a nice cozy spot outside. Find a nice park nearby. if you have a backyard or a patio, whatever, just sit outside, you know, have your music out there. If you listen to music, you know, have a hobby that you really love, you know, have that nearby, whatever, have your favorite pillow, blanket, what have you, you know. Expect powerful change. There's that new moon eclipse. There's that Scorpio energy once again, that powerful energy. Bottom of the deck is time to take action. So yes, it's time to take action. And it might, you know, even though I'm telling you to rest, this is time for you to wake up pretty much. It's time to wake up. It's springtime, y'all. It's springtime. Whatever you need to do around your house, cleaning, outdoor chores that you need to do. Maybe you need to get out there and actually go make some new friends or hang out with your friends that you haven't seen in a while. Make some plans. You know, it doesn't have to be anything huge. It can just be something that, you know, you just haven't done in a while. Things that have been collecting dust in your life, either physically or metaphorically, that you need to kind of dust off a little bit, okay? So let's go ahead and pull a couple tarot cards for you guys, Libra. Just trust the process, you guys. You don't need to hide from the world, right? The problems that you've prayed to be resolved, again, they have not fallen on deaf ears. They've been heard and they've been worked on. You know, you just have to actually like believe that what you have worked so hard to achieve is, you know, you're going to achieve, or you have already achieved. I don't know. It depends on where your mind is at. Okay. Oop. Also, it might be a good time for you guys if you're into like purple purple could be a color frequencies, purple, yellow, orange. Those colors can be very beneficial depending on the energies. You know, if you're trying to bring in more transformative energies, purple might be a good color, you know, more calming. But if you're bringing more positive, vibrant vibes into your life and you're trying to attract that, maybe we're more yellow, orange colors. Okay. If you're into that kind of thing, you know, like color vibration, color frequencies, and whatnot. Okay, you have the Chariot. Yep, that's dedication. That's discipline. Okay, that's really waking up the brain, waking up your senses. Okay, ready to move forward. You do have the Tower. And then you also have, I mean, not the Tower, you have Death. That's Scorpio again. And then you have the Seven of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Air. So there are some things that, you know, some of you guys may have really bad, you know, you have some trust issues. People have lied to you. People have bamboozled you, pulled the wool over your eyes, told you that you can trust them, but you found out that you couldn't. Just kind of left you high and dry. And you have kind of woken up to that, you know. There's some type of life experience that you have gone through, and it has taught you that you cannot trust people and you cannot just have your heart on your sleeves. It's taught you that you cannot be an open book to everybody, okay? And that's the kind of energy you're kind of moving forward with. But do not hide yourself with the Seven of Swords. Don't hide yourself. Don't lie to yourself thinking that there's nothing left out there for you because of this experience. You need to just wake up your mind, be the Knight, the King of Swords. You know, just be a little bit more, you know, aware of what's going on around you. So that way when people come your way who do bring that energy of dishonesty and manipulation or narcissism or whatever, you clock it. And you just keep your distance, you stay away from it, you banish it from your vicinity or from your energy, okay? And you just move on with your life, you know what I mean? Because whatever has happened to you, whatever this life experience, this death moment happened, something died in your life and you were like, it took you a while maybe for some of you to understand what was really happening, you know, it was teaching you something. And sometimes when you're in the thick of it all, it's kind of hard to really learn anything when it's such a difficult subject, you know what I mean? You just feel like you're in the thick of it all. But then as things kind of start to dissipate, and maybe if you have people in your life who are telling you, you know, their experiences that are similar, maybe you actually started to wake up and realize, you know what, I've actually learned something. You know, you may have also learned that you actually have been hurt. You know, you've been hurt a lot in your life and you've allowed it to happen time and time again. You kept falling for certain traps and now you're realizing, I don't want to fall for that trap anymore. I want to go out. I want to have fun. I just want to live my life. I don't want to have all of this, you know, Seven of Swords energy, all of this, you know, dishonesty and carrying energies with you that you're not talking to people about. Maybe you need to go to therapy. I don't know. But there may be some things that you're holding inside of you, Libra, and up here that you're not really talking about. Maybe you need to cry it out so that you can finally reach this Ace of Swords energy and be clear-minded and just move towards the life that you really want without any struggle, without second-guessing yourself, without feeling guilty for moving forward. Leave this behind. The Chariot is all about leaving it behind and moving forward. That is a life experience that you needed to experience. You had to go through it. But be the Chariot and just move forward, Libra. We are in the year of the horse once again. So again, leave it behind. The horse is not going to turn back around and make a U-turn. It's not making a U-turn. Stay on top of your horse. If you fall off, get back on and keep on going. Okay? Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Libra.